Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda.
The 9th August 2022 general election will be the most consequential election since the foundation of the Kenyan Republic in 1964. Dr. Martin Luther King said, "Only when it's dark enough can you see the stars." And when Nelson Mandela liberated South Africa, he said that this was the last mile. Honorable Raila Odinga and Mother Karua are walking the last mile to liberate the Kenyan nation towards the third and final liberation. This is when history will be written as this country overcame its challenges of ethnic divide, its challenges of gender divide. This is the election of a generation. Any person participating in this general election will say, "I did my part in writing the third chapter of this great Kenyan nation and the Kenyan Republic." This is the last mile. My name is Tony Gachoka.
And today I wanted to shoot from Lavington at my private residence. Kenyans will decide the next president of the Republic of Kenya.
I want to say that I'm very happy and proud to be here tonight. I was in Addis Ababa and I was not supposed to be coming back tonight. I decided that I must come and be with you here because Tony is turning 50. And as Njehu said, Njehu introduced me, this young man, in Parliament. When I looked at him, he looked sharp, as always, conk, and of course very much full of himself. But I saw something in Tony that is rare. His grasp of things quickly, and is the way in which he used to summarize issues and come up with solutions. Because the one thing to identify a problem, but the other one is to prescribe solution to the problem. That is what distinguishes people from other people. I have worked with Tony. I hired him as the communication director when I was the Prime Minister. And I must say here clearly that Tony did very well. Thank you, sir. Did very well. I traveled with him around the world. And Tony, all those very smart. Sometimes he ran much faster. Sometimes Tony gets misunderstood. But he means very well, generally. Means always very, very well. And that's why I want Tony to rise up and up and up and up and get there. Thank you. Thank you. So today I want to say happy birthday to Tony. And so say all of us, and so say all of us, and for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us. Hip hip! Hip hip!
I want to talk to you about one thing, Charles Eliot, and how I think about you. He wrote in 1948 that friendship is the inexpressible comfort of feeling safe with a person, having neither two-way thoughts nor measure words. I was saying, huyu mtu ako karibu na baba. But mzee, they can say all that, but what I see in front of me is my friend. What I see in front of me, mzee, is my mentor. And if you are 50 and you have the privilege of having a prime minister who was a trailblazer, who went to Kamete before I went, who never cries to this nation about how he has suffered, when some man who becomes a deputy president from nowhere comes and talks everything about you, mzee, sometimes I get angry. What has he done in this country? Mzee, you have suffered for this nation. You ask for nothing. And I get tired when people will not defend you. So count me among the people who kitaeleweka. I've never told you guys that I'm the one who gave His Excellency Raila Odinga ODM. What happened was that when Moi and Odinga were the biggest contests, ODM had to be split into parts. Honorable Paul Mwite, Honorable Kiraito Murungi looked for me and gave me ODM in order to split the orange, because I gave him ODM. And when I gave him, I was only with him at his current home. And my mother, Her Excellency Ida Odinga. First of all, I want to wish His Excellency Raila Odinga and Mama Ida well. And I want to tell them I'm happy I did what I did to give them ODM. Because, you know, as a Kikuyu at that time, the only people who supported the incoming president was Tony Gachoka and the late Charles Jonjo. I want to confirm to this country, when Raila Odinga had an opportunity, he appointed me director of protocol in his office. So Mzee, today I wanted to say, I don't know, I wish you were Raila. You're a good man and this country doesn't know half of what you are, but I do. I also want to say one thing in the last mile. I know this election has been bitter and hard, but you know, when you look at history, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and Raila Odinga, oh God, how can you people in this country not see the difference?
Kenya is much bigger. There's a spirit to the Kenyan people, the spirit that drove the British colonialism from this country. You need to know that many Kenyans suffered. Oyaki Wahinga was taken down there to the Savo and was buried, made to dig his grave and was buried alive. People were taken to Kismayu. I have a grandfather who was taken to Kismayu and was never seen alive again. Bulawal. Many Kenyans. If you are taken to a place called Loikitang in Turkana, where the Kapenguria 6 were detained, the hewing stones for 70 years, you won't even believe you're in Kenya. If you know what they did to the people like Makansing, Piega Mapinto, so, and he knew what Mzega Tabaki, the one he's talking about, and the Chimoneko was subjected to in Manda Island, in Lamu. But the Kenyan spirit rose. The Kenyan people said, we prefer independence in poverty than affluence in servitude, and fought and sent the British away. So that Kenyan spirit is alive and kicking. That Kenyan spirit that made the people rise up and say, we will not continue with one single party dictatorship, and we want ready to stand up. We are ready to say enough is enough. Take us to committee, we'll go. Your mothers are political prisoners standing there at freedom corner, stripping naked and saying you're ready to die. I'm not intimidated, because I stand on the right, on the side of the righteousness of the people of Kenya. That spirit will stand. We will not be intimidated by money that has been stolen from the pockets of our people. People who have no agenda for this country. People who don't know where Kenya is coming from and where Kenya want to go.
Oh God, how can you people in this country not see the difference? That Raila is the next Mandela. Raila is a man of magnanimity and excellence. And look at his opponent, William Ruto. I want to say clearly, everybody knows Ruto. There's no choice in this election. I want today to say three things that matter to me, and I want to tell you people. Raila Odinga shook my hand, I promise you. Raila Odinga shook the hand of Moi Kibaki, I promise you. Raila Odinga shook the hand of Uhuru Kenyatta, I promise you. Raila Odinga chose my sister, Martha Wangari Karua. Not only did he shake her hand, he said to our people, I trust in her. In other words, Martha, give her a chance and ensure that any Kikuyu anywhere in this nation votes for Martha Karua. Why? Because in voting for Martha Karua, you vote for my friend, His Excellency, the 5th President, Raila Amolo Odinga.
The Kenyan spirit is much bigger than the penny of money that you want to give them. Kenyans will not be bribed. When the time comes, the people of Kenya will stand for the righteousness, for what is right for our people. So we are not late and we will not be late. Kenya will be liberated. We agreed with my brother that we will stand together and correct all the mistakes of the past. Reconcile the people of Kenya so that we, brothers and sisters, can stand and work together as one people. That's why they coined the Kenyan dream that says that God bless this land of ours. Justice be our shield and defender. May it dwell in unity, peace and liberty. plenty be found within our borders. That is our canon.
Last point I want to make is to Raila himself. I don't know why, because I went to jail. I was jailed by 7 judges of the Court of Appeal. Raila Odinga was jailed in 1982 for fighting for freedom. Raila Odinga went for 8 years to jail. Nelson Mandela went 24. Today I struggle with asthma. I struggle with sinuses because I was jailed. Gachoka Tabaki, Getobu Imanyara, Tom Boya. We are so many of us. JM Karaoke. Kenneth Matiba died because he was jailed. You guys need to look back at history. It's not about Uhuru Kenyatta. This election is not about him. It's about freedom and justice. It's about who do you trust. And I want to tell you, I don't want to live long, but I want to say at least my name must go in history as the man who stood behind Baba na Mama, the man who stood behind Raila Odinga for president, and the man who stood for justice. There is a point in people's lives where you must decide. You must decide, and the gambler said it. You know, you sit on the table and you decide what hand to play, when to walk away, and when to run. And to run away from Ruto. Please listen to Tony Gachoka. I have not talked for 3 years. I've only come today to tell you the last mile. Tony Gachoka na Raila Odinga. Mimi niko na baba na mama. I, Tony Gachoka, I'm asking all of you, man to man, surprise William Ruto. Tell him and show him what Kikuyus do. Toka the last minute, the last mile. That is why I made this program, the last mile. And God bless Kenya. God bless Raila.